What's up, sexies? Happy hump day. Yeah, boy. Man. So, what was it? The mind. Yes. So many corridors, doors for that matter, in this prison of ours. And, as I was talking yesterday, we were a child. And cultural conditioning. As we grow up, we are put in and given cultural conditioning. Is subliminal messages that have been given to us through TV, through peers, through anything that the subconscious grabs a hold of. And it's caused us to give power to the words like beauty, so on and so forth. And, it's funny, so many people go through this journey thinking they're 10s. They got that chemistry. Let me enlighten you, ladies and gentlemen. On a chemistry scale, a pH scale, might I say, 10 means you're basic. Ain't nobody. So, now that we've dumbed them back down, let me return back to some things I had said to some friends. They've had some hardships bestowed upon them, be it however they've seen it. There's a reason that kids reach out for approval. They're children. They're looking for that acceptance. In adults, we reach out onto Facebook or any other source, friends for that matter, and we scold somebody. We blast them all over the book, looking for acceptance. There goes the mind again. I talk about a weak mind like that being shallow. Childish antics. There's a reason the kiddie pool is shallow. It's for children. For people who don't understand. For people who choose not to. The only way you can empower yourself to change or to find the greater is your willingness to look into your own darkness. To go through your own prison cell and find answers that you seek. Because as it is known, nothing in the universe is outside yourself. Everything that you search for lies within. The power of the mind. It controls more than we think, even down to a molecular level. The mind controls every molecule and every atom of our existence. Negativity, being part of the mind, disables the mind, brings down the immune system, brings down our pride, brings down so many things when it's filled with nothing but negativity. I said there's two parts, and the imagination fills in for the reality when we don't have all the answers. My point in that aspect of subconscious, as I said, we were put through cultural conditioning. We were taught what fat is, what ugly is, what all these things that society has deemed to be not acceptable, should we say. They lay in our subconscious. So when we come across to these problems in our lives, when someone leaves us or when someone decides that they're going to move on, our mind takes and breaks. So as it breaks it down, it leaves gaps in reality, in the truth. And we fill it in with our imagination and our subconscious thoughts. Those that we grew up learning to make ourselves feel unwanted or unworthy, like there's something wrong with us. We must learn to destroy that part of ourself in which we search for angels in places that we know only monsters exist. We try too hard at times to piece together a situation, trying to understand it. Overthinking is what happens. And when we overthink, we bring up more questions that we don't have answers to. Then it interrupts the critical thinking and causes more problems than it answers. So again, we destroy ourselves. The mind is a wild thing in everything that it does, in everything that it controls of every aspect of our life. It gives us power. It gives us empathy, the love for others, to be able to stand up and say, "You're not alone. I'm here for you." And on the other hand, it puts evil out, the words and anger, because we felt that we were wronged by whatever the world had done to us. It's what causes us to lash out and put stuff on Facebook or whatever. It's our childish side, looking for acceptance. Deem it whatever you want to, but that's the truth. You know, we have to be willing to forgive ourselves for some of the things that we've done in the past. We know that we are going to have problems in this life. It's how it is. We must learn to be grateful for the problems, the misfortunes, and even bad people, because they're all very integral in learning the art of peace and learning to master oneself through our minds. We jump way too often at things that have no correspondence with anything within our lives. Like I said, overthinking. We take too much out of a situation, and it causes us to turn it into something that it never was to begin with. How do we learn to destroy in our mind that which we were conditioned to be? How do we destroy what it was that they programmed us to think? It costs some depth. Like I said, only your willingness to search through your dark waters shall empower you to change, shall empower you to look deeper, to not lash out, to understand, to look for an answer. Sometimes the answers that we seek aren't the answers we want. In those cases, sometimes you earn the best light from a burning bridge. We need to understand that it is all of the mind. You create your reality. As it would be said, we used to be angels. Now we fly on the darkest of wings, in the darkest of nights, answering only to our call, creating, forging our own reality. We have become the raven. You guys got to learn to take control. Fly on your own wings. Don't use childish antics, the acceptance from others, to decipher what your worth is, where you should go, or how you should be. It never takes you where you want to go. It only leads you back into the struggle. And it'll never fully answer any questions you have for yourself. So as you go to comb the mind and go deep, you must remember, when you seek, you must destroy. You will not enlighten yourself without the destruction of some thought processes. You must change what you understand to be true, what you've been conditioned to believe. It's the only way you'll find your way back. Love you guys. As always, stay up and stay beautiful, and I'll see y'all around. Sometimes you gotta journey deep.